welcome to the channel, Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra, and today we're going to do our monthly tarot pick a card reading for the month of September of 2021. This is going to give you a general idea of some energies you might feel during the month, some things you might be dealing with, some things that might crop up or that you might need to pay attention to, that kind of thing. We will be looking at our tarot cards. We'll also be looking at our romance oracle cards. We have our charms and our oracle spheres, so you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question. And we'll also do our angel numbers so that you can have your lucky numbers for the month or any other special messages that the angels might want to have you focus on for the month. So we're going to do all those things. There's a lot to get to. I would just like to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel and offer a chance for those of you who have not to subscribe if you'd like to. If you like your reading, we would love for you to give it a thumbs up. We would also love comments in the comments section. And something that's super important is if you could share the channel with your friends and family. If you could put a link to the channel on your social media accounts so that they can check us out as well, that would be greatly appreciated. All those things help the channel grow, and it helps YouTube to decide to share our videos with other people. And we just, thank you very much for all of you who do those things, and thank you for all those who are going to do those for us. Okay, as usual, we have 3 piles to choose from. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And there will be links in the description to lead you directly to your pile when you're ready to go watch it. If you feel drawn to more than one pile and have trouble deciding, or your intuition's like, gee, I kind of like both of them, go ahead and watch that. There might be some messages or some energies in more than one pile for you to pay attention to, and that does happen for a few people every once in a while, so that's okay to do that. All right, we're going to give you some time to reflect on the piles, because remember, it's best to go with your gut instinct, not just which number you like the best or anything like that. So let it go, with the flow there, and whatever your gut's telling you to go, that's where you should go. So after you're done reflecting, you just go to the timestamp in the description, and we'll see you at your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading for September of 2021. Remember that this is going to be the general energies that you might feel during the month, some things you might be dealing with, some things you might need to pay attention to, that kind of thing. We do have our tarot cards we're going to be looking at. We have our romance oracle cards. We have our charms. We're also going to do our oracle spheres. You could be thinking of your yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to. And then we also have our angel numbers, so that the angels can get a chance to maybe give you some specific things to focus on or look at or pay attention to for the month. And also you could possibly use them as lucky numbers for the month if you'd like. All right, so let's get started and see what your September has in store for you. All right, we have the King of Pentacles, where it can be seen good. We have the 8 of Wands, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. Wow, okay. The Page of Cups, the 10 of Wands. Wow, okay. The Temperance card, the 3 of Swords, the 2 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and the number 5 Tree, which is also the 7 of Hearts. Has that on as well. Wow, okay. I think one of the things that's going to happen during the month, or that you're going to be dealing with a lot, is a lot of growth. A lot of things are going to continue to progress. You're going to be able to um, do well in a couple of different, in both work and partnerships, romance or other partnerships. I think you're going to do pretty well, um, because I think if you've had some trouble um, in either of those areas recently, I think you're going to be able to um, get a little bit more stability from them, heal, recover, forgive any kind of forgiveness that needs to be given, or reconcile any differences that you've had, that kind of thing. I really feel like this is a good month uh, for that kind of energy. That if you've had some negative energies, some problematic energies, like if money's been tight, if work has been difficult, if you've had trouble with your partner, uh, those kinds of things, I think, are going to go through a lot of healing, a lot of growth, a lot of reconciliation, um, finishing up some rough times and some burdens and some things. And I think new ideas are going to flow. I think you're going to get a lot more balance in your life, and things are going to feel a lot more even keel, a little bit more in balance and in tune with the universe. You're going to feel a little bit more um, like things are going a little bit more your way. I do think a little bit more money might be flowing to you. I think whatever's been blocking that, or making you feel like you need to save or hoard, or whatever, because maybe you didn't have a lot of money coming in recently, that's going to kind of free up a little bit, um, so that you'll have a little bit more coming, and you'll feel a little bit more stable in that regard. Some of you guys, I feel like, might be forming a new partnership this month, um, or possibly starting a business or growing a business with somebody. And I think, or if you have been doing that recently, this will be a good month for the growth for that. So, for those of you that have started a business recently, or have been thinking about doing so, I think this is a good month for that. And I think that it should grow pretty well this month. I think things should get a little bit more stable. I think some good news and some good energies coming your way. I do see you guys working a little bit hard this month, especially early in the month, but it's not going to feel burdensome. It's going to feel like you're clearing things up. It's going to feel like you're working towards a good goal. And then I think things are going to level out more towards the middle of the month, and then you're going to feel a lot more just, I get this like sigh of relief type of energy, where you're going to feel more like, wow, okay, I can kind of relax a little bit. Things are going a little bit better. Things are going smoother, that kind of energy. I also think that towards the end of the month, especially, I think you guys might be having some fresh ideas that you're going to start getting really excited about, and maybe start working on and start doing some stuff with. I think the Eight of Wands is kind of indicating that for me there. So that might be some energy that's going to come up as well. But it's just going to make you feel excited and happy, and wanting to do this. But you're going to have a good stable energy most of the month, that kind of thing. And you're going to start feeling a lot more on even keel, and like things are going better for you. In the romance department, I feel like a lot of you guys have been having some rocky times recently. Either you broke up and you don't have a relationship, or haven't had one for a while, or in the relationship that you're in, you guys have been having some issues. You've been fighting, there's been problems, there's been other things quite a bit. I feel like that's an energy for a good portion of you guys. But what is going to come out in September is, I think, for those of you that haven't had a partner in quite a while, I think some new romance might be budding. Or you might get together with an ex. You might, be able to reconcile your differences and feel better, and get back together with them. I think that might be an energy for some of you guys. I also feel like, for those of you that are in a relationship and you've had kind of some rocky times and stuff, I feel like that's going to flow a little bit better this month. That might be because your finances are going to flow better, because a lot of times when people have issues, a lot of times it's over money. And since their finances are going to be better this month, I think that that might even things out a little bit for those of you that that's been an issue for. Or you just might find some renewed growth in your relationship, or just some renewed coming together again, feeling a little bit more, why you love them in the first place, why you want to be with them, that kind of energy. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. For the month of September, let's take a look at your romance oracle cards, just in case there's anything else in the romantic department that you might need to focus on or pay attention to. We got passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, so once again, like I said, I think romance is faring really well for you guys this month. I think you will feel some new passionate energies and feel really good about your partners, or maybe find a new partner that you can feel passionate about. So that's exciting. That's going to be really good. So let's go ahead and move on to our charms to see if there's anything else to look at. And then we'll also do our oracle spheres and our angel numbers. All right. Oof. All right, we have a number 4, which is another really good stable energy. It's building a good foundation. I also think of home life and other stuff. We have the sun and the moon, which is also that temperance kind of energy, that that balance between light and dark and that kind of thing. So I do think it's going to be a balanced month for sure. I do think things are going to level out a little bit there. We have the forever charm, which I really like. It's interesting how we have the skull and crossbones. Usually that's a warning of some sort. So I'm wondering what there'd be a warning about. Might have to think about that just a little bit, because I haven't seen anything really that you have to worry about much that you would need a warning for. So I'm not exactly sure where that's going. We do have the chariot here, or the roadster, which I often see as movement and all. And you did have the 8 of Wands. And like I said, I do think that towards the end of the month, you might be moving places, not moving like a house or anything, but ideas will be moving, things will be flowing. You'll be, having energies of moving forward with your life, of continuing forward and that kind of thing. That's the energy I'm getting from that. We also have the 7 of Wands, which you did have some other Wands energy, and you might have some good creative ideas coming forward. You also might connect really well with spirit this month, because you have the 7 of Wands, and we also had the 7 of Hearts. And 7s are good energies to deal with spirit. They're also a little bit of a change energy, a little bit. And we also had the feather, which means that your spirit guides and other people are close by or paying some attention. So you might get a little closer to them this month, or have some good things there going. We do have the dog bone, which I see as possible loyalty, or somebody being more loyal to you, and that's really good. We have the Maid with Love, and we have the Circle Love. So that's really exciting there. That love should be pretty close to you. I do think that some of you guys, I get the feeling that some of you guys might end up pregnant this month, if that's something that you've been thinking about or wanting to do or whatever. That could be some really good news for some of you guys, because we've got the teddy bear here as well. We also have the watering can, which growing things. So I thought of that as well. I do think you are going to have some growth this month anyway, even if, and the pregnancy things for very few of you, it's just something I think was kind of a message just for a couple of you that came through that, if that's something you've been thinking about, that, to let you know that, it might actually happen this month. But I am seeing some growth. I am seeing some creativity, some new ideas, some kind of exciting things coming along here with the llama and the reindeer and some stuff like that. We do have passions, and we did have some passionate energies going on here, but the salamander definitely shows some fiery passion, also possibly some creativity and all that we talked about earlier. And then we have the Queen of Hearts, which to me just shows kind of some more stable happiness, that kind of energy. So that's kind of what I'm feeling for you guys. Also, every journey starts with one step. That's usually a message for people starting out something new. And I did think that a few of you guys might be starting new businesses this month, or might be doing so. And I said this was a good month to do so. If it's something you've been working towards or thinking about, this is the good time to do that. And so I think that's kind of what that message was for there. Also, for a few of you, maybe with new romances as well, because maybe you've been a little hesitant to do that. But this would be a good month to start that. We do have a Q and an O. Those could be initials. Those could bring about specific ideas or words in your mind when you see them. So I kind of let you guys do that on your own, whatever comes to you on that. So those might be specific messages for you there. All right, let's go ahead and do our oracle spheres, because these are always kind of nice. What you do is you think of a yes or no type of question, basically a question that can have kind of a finite answer, like yes, no, maybe, probable, very likely, things like that, those kind of answers. You think of that question, something that you'd like to know about or something you've been wondering about, and then you pick a stand for your answer to appear on. There's green, bronze, blue, or gold. So you figure out which stand you'd like your answer to appear on, and then we'll go through and we'll get our answers. All right, so let's get started here. All right, number 1, green, is a very likely. Number 2, bronze, is also a very likely. Number 3, blue, is a probable. And a number 4, gold, is probable. Wow, okay, that doesn't happen very often. All right, so number 1, green, is very likely. Number 2, bronze, is very likely. Number 3, blue, is probable. And number 4, gold, is probable. So, all right, depending on what you ask, that could be really good news. All right, let's do our angel numbers for the month. Now, this is something I like to do for the monthly readings and for a few other readings, because angels like to communicate with us through symbols, and one of those symbols is numbers. And different numbers resonate with different meanings. Some of them have similar meanings, but maybe be tweaked slightly different. And so we have numbers 1 through 55. You pick a stand that you would like your specific angel number or numbers to appear on. Or you could use all 5 numbers as your lucky numbers. If there are numbers that might correspond to a date of the month that might be important for you, something like that, that might be one way you utilize them as well. So there's really no right or wrong way that you can use these numbers. It's whatever works out best for you. There will be links in the description to a couple of sites that can give you the meanings of the different numbers, so that you can find out what the angels might be trying to tell you, or some specific symbols that they might mean as well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our numbers and see what they are. All right, the number 1, gray, is an 11. Good, exciting manifestation number. I love that number. All right, number 2, bronze, is 24. Number 3 green is 25. Number 4, wow, lots of 20s. Number 4, purple is 22. And number 5, blue is 13. All right, so number 1, silver is 11. Number 2, bronze is 24. Number 3, green is 25. Number 4, purple is 22. And number 5, blue is 13. So there's your angel numbers for the month. All right, guys, I hope you had some messages that were useful to you and that you're excited for the month. I hope you have a wonderful September. Thank you very much for watching the reading. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, leave us comments in the comment section, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Check out our other videos as well. We have lots of cool timeless tarot readings out there on lots of topics that might be of use to you. So definitely check out the channel and find out what we got going on. And also come back and see us again. We put out videos every week, so we look forward to seeing you again in future videos. May the stars guide your path. Hello, Pal 2, and welcome to your reading for September of 2021. And we're going to look at our tarot cards. We're also going to look at our romance oracle. We've got our charms we're going to look at, as well as our oracle spheres, so you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to for that. We also will be doing our angel numbers for the month as well, so you could use those as lucky numbers or as extra messages from the angels for what kinds of things you can look at for the month or pay attention to, that kind of thing. All right, so remember, this is just on your general energies or what kinds of things you might encounter, or what things you might be focusing on during the month, that kind of thing. So let's just see what we got going here. We got the 8 of Swords. We got the Page of Swords. And the Justice card. Interesting. Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords, the Star card, the 6 of Cups, the Star card again, wow, the 9 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the number 25 ring. Wow. Interesting. It was interesting that the ring card showed up because you have so many energies of feeling trapped, but then possibly escaping, though. So that was interesting. With the Page and the Knight of Swords here, and then the Knight of Cups, I feel like you guys have been dealing with an energy of feeling trapped, like you had to stay in a situation because you didn't know a way out, that, you know, and I see that with the 8 and 9 of Swords here, that you just felt you didn't have a way out of the situation. This could be in romance, because actually I'm getting a very strong romance feel for this, that you were in a very unhealthy relationship and you felt trapped and didn't know how to leave it. Or that recently you have escaped a relationship like that and you are ready to move on, and you know, have done that. But I am getting a very strong feeling for that for most of you guys. I think a lot of you guys are going to be dealing with relationships a lot this month. It's going to be a big focus for you. But there could be a few of you that this is actually in your career or job related, that you felt stuck and trapped and that you couldn't move forward. The other energy I'm getting here, and what is really kind of interesting, is even though that's an energy or a feeling you've had recently or you're going to be dealing with, there's a lot of freedom energy, or a lot of, you know, getting back to feeling young again, feeling like you've escaped something and like you're going towards something better and something new. For instance, for those of you who have managed to get out of a very, very bad relationship, I think a new relationship on the offering. Or here's the weird thing. it feels like you guys are already in a decent relationship, and that maybe a marriage proposal or engagement might happen during the month. But there's so many energies here of escaping a bad relationship or escaping something wrong. And I don't see how the two can reconcile in the same month. So that's kind of, I think you guys are going to understand this message when you see it, but I'm having trouble understanding it. Because I'm having trouble understanding how you can escape one and go on to another and possibly, have a long-term commitment in such a short time frame. But maybe what I'm feeling is just that you're finally able to release yourself from those feelings and start feeling more free, that you can have the relationship that you've been working on go on to a better level, and possibly maybe you're finally ready to commit to a relationship that you haven't been willing to do so because of prior energies. Maybe that's what I'm getting. That's possible. But I do think relationships are going to be a big focus for the month. And I do think possibly a marriage proposal or a more long-term commitment might be in the offing. Another thing that I think, you've got the Star card twice, and that deals a lot with our intuition, and I still think freedom, that word is coming to my mind for you guys for this month, like incredible. I think a sense of freedom that you guys are going to feel is going to be amazing during the month. But one of the things I think that you're going to tap into more is your more feminine energy. And that doesn't mean you have to be a woman, by the way. It just means your more feminine side, your more intuitive side, your more, the side that knows what's going to happen and knows the right thing and that kind of thing. Also, your connection with spirit should be a little tighter this month. That you should be able to connect in with that, dial in, tune into that a lot more. And I think that might help with your freedom feeling, or because you do feel freer, that might help you be able to do that. I'm not sure which, but it could be both or either. But I do have this wonderful sense of feeling more childlike, feeling more free, feeling more like you're more willing to commit to a relationship because you feel like that's okay to do that, like that's, this young again kind of feeling, this escaped kind of feeling, this freedom kind of feeling is what I strongly get for the month. It's interesting how you picked the pile too. It actually had the summer symbol on it, which summer to me, is wonderful, shiny, happy thing. So I really feel like that's kind of where you guys are going for the month, that you're really going to start shaking off some of those clouds. You're going to start feeling more free and better and that kind of thing. So that's the energy I'm getting for the month. So hopefully that will resonate with you guys. You will understand what I'm talking about here, and you look forward to having that happen. Let's go ahead and look at our romance oracle cards, just in case there's something else specifically. Actually, I felt like doing 2 cards, so we're going to do that. We have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So see, like I said, that lighthearted young energy. So maybe you're going to be able to start a new romance or work towards a new romance because of this energy you're going to feel. Also, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So once again, you guys might be experiencing, somebody coming your way that's going to make you feel different than you have in the past and other things like that. So that's kind of an interesting energy. And like I said, I really feel like romance is going to be a big focus for you guys for the month. For most of you all, I feel like that's something that you're going to spend a lot of time thinking about, working on, doing things with, is your partnerships and your romance. So there we got going there. So that's interesting. We'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and move on to our charms, and we'll see if there's any other energies or messages or other things we might have. And then we'll do our oracle spheres after that and our angel numbers. Okay. All right, let's give a really big shuffle to our charms here and see what we got. Oh, this is interesting. You have a 1 and a 12. That's really intriguing because the 1 is all about finding your own power, yourself, dealing with your own energies. You're number 1. A lot of times ones deal with being in charge, and maybe that's what you guys are going to be doing. Is getting more back to feeling more yourself, being in charge of things and whatever. The 12, it's got a 1 and a 2, which is interesting because it has that 1, which we saw, but also the 2, which is a coming together, bringing together a partnership and so forth. But it also reduces down to 3 when you add the 1 and 2 together. And that's good creative energies. It's good, dealing with creative type of things, and also more social type of energy as well. So that's really intriguing that you got those 2 numbers in your reading. We also have the Cancer, which is also more of a home life type of feeling. It's more of that stable energy again. So that's intriguing too because, we talked about you guys getting more stable. We do have the 6 of Wands, which is a good celebratory number. It's also a good stable number. I do think this will be a good stable month for you guys. You guys are going to feel a lot more even keeled, a lot more feeling like things are on a better level than they have been. We also have the 9 of Diamonds, which is a really good heading towards completion card. It's a good abundance card. It's a very cheerful card in my opinion. So I really feel like that's the kind of energy you're going to feel during the month. We also have, this is interesting, you have the Starfish. So once again, stars, very important. Your intuition, your connection with spirit, your those kinds of energies are going to be very important for you. Your emotions are going to be very important for you this month, because along with the Cancer symbol as well, it's going to be a very emotional month for you guys. You guys are going to feel lots of different emotions and be able to utilize those for your best answers, your best things that can go for you. So that's going to be a big deal for you this month. We also have the hummingbird, which to me symbolizes that freedom we were talking about. It symbolizes that lighter than air, because hummingbirds kind of float on the air and go on. That's what I'm seeing there, is just kind of that feeling free and lighter and just happier there. We also have the tree. It's interesting because the first reading also had the tree as one of the cards. And that symbolizes new life, new growth, a lot of times abundance, but just I see things as being healthy growth, is kind of the words that come to mind with that. We also have the Star Kitty. So once again, we have stars. And, once again, being able to look at your intuition, being able to connect with spirit, being able to do that. I feel like that's going to help you out a lot this month. That focusing on those things is going to help with you feeling that freedom that we were talking about, and doing those kinds of things, because that's just a really big, important part of your reading. All right, let's go into our oracle spheres. And how this works is you ask a yes or no type of question, a question that can get an answer like yes, no, maybe, probably, very likely, unlikely, things like that, those kinds of answers. You think of your question, and then you pick a stand for your answer to appear on. We've got green, gold, bronze, and blue. So you pick your stand, and then we'll get our answers. All right. My goodness. All right, number 1 green is very likely. Number 2, gold is not now. Number 3, bronze is a maybe. And a number 4, blue is a not now. Interesting. All right, so we got number 1, green, very likely. Number 2, gold, not now. Number 3, bronze, maybe. And number 4, blue, not now. All right, now let's go on to our angel numbers. And basically, angels like to communicate with us in lots of ways, very symbolic ways. And one of those ways is through numbers. And numbers resonate with their own meanings and have their own just ideas generated with them. So we're going to pick 5 numbers, and you pick which stand you would like your angel numbers to appear on. You can pick more than one stand. You can also use all 5. Some people will use them as lucky numbers for the month, or sometimes if the numbers are small enough, or you can reduce them down, they might indicate a specific day of the month or days of the month that might be important for you. But also, if you just look up the specific number that appears on your stand or stands as to what the meanings are, there will be links in the description to a couple websites that will do that for you. And you can find out what the angels might be wanting to communicate to you, or what they might want you to pay attention to for the month, or those kinds of things. So that's what this is for. We have numbers 1 through 55, and we'll be randomly picking 5 of them. We have green, blue, purple, bronze, and silver as the stands. So let's go get our numbers. Number 1, green, is 28. Number 2, blue, is 41. Number 3, purple, is 32. Number 4, bronze, is 30. And number 5, silver, is 31. Lots of 30s in this one. Okay. So number 1, green's 28. Number 2, blue's 41. Number 3, purple's 32. Number 4, bronze, is 30. And number 5, silver's 31. So there's your angel numbers for the month. Wow, guys, I hope you had some messages that came through that were useful to you, and that you're excited about, getting your freedom this month and feeling that, because I'm excited for you on that. Hey, leave us comments in the comments section. Let us know what's going on in your life and what's happening. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and share the channel with your friends and family. Put a link on all the social media accounts. Also, check out our other videos. We have lots of timeless tarot videos, and they're on lots of different topics. So there's bound to be one out there that would interest you that you could pick up and get some ideas on. And we do put out videos every week, so we look forward to seeing you again in future videos. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading for September of 2021. Remember, this is on the general energies that you might feel, the things that you might be dealing with, things to pay attention to for the month, that kind of thing. Just, things that might crop up during the month, or things that you might need to know about. We're going to look at our tarot cards. We're going to look at our romance oracle cards. We've got our charms we're going to do. Also our oracle spheres, so you could be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to. And we'll also do our angel numbers, so they've got an opportunity to maybe let you know something, or you can use them as lucky numbers for the month, that kind of thing. All right, so let's go here and see what your month might be like. All right, we've got the Queen of Cups, the Devil, the 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the Devil card again, interesting, the 7 of Cups, the Princess of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, wow, okay, the Lovers, and number 31, the Sun. Wow, interesting. I'm going to move these over just a little, because that light hits that card and it's a little hard to see. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, first of all, I feel like you guys are going to be hard at work this month. You're going to be doing a lot of work projects. You're going to be spending time doing some work, but it's going to pay off. You're going to have a really good financial month, I think. I think some luck's going to come your way. Some positive energies are also heading your ways. I think this is a good month for you to manifest some of the things that you've been wanting. Um, it's interesting how you had the devil card show up twice. Uh, a lot of times when we see the devil card, we think of either temptations, him tempting us with some things, or being chained up, or uh, being imprisoned in some way, and that kind of thing. And you got it twice, which is intriguing. So there might be some influences on you this month that are trying to maybe steer you, because I don't really see the imprisonment so much for you guys. I see more of the possibly trying to steer you away from what you're doing. I feel like, okay, I feel like you're going to have a lot of work energy going on, that you're going to spend a lot of time at work, that you're going to spend a lot of time thinking about work, you're going to do a lot of work. And this doesn't necessarily mean your job. It could mean working on your house. It could mean other things. You're just going to be spending a lot of time doing things that need to get done, I guess. You could be working on your, books. You could be, working on your finances, balancing your checkbook. You could be, spending time at work. You could be, coming up with creative ideas and working on things that way. I do feel like you're going to spend a lot of time working in some way, shape, or form. And that you're going to be tempted to possibly be pulled away from that. And that, there's going to be somebody out there who's not going to want you to do all that. But I really think it's important for you to do the work that you need to do this month, because I do think that it's going to benefit you. You do have the Lover's card, so I do think that your partner, if you have one, is going to want to demand some attention from you this month. And I do think you can take time out for that, because that's something that you can definitely benefit from spending some time on, and that should be a very cheerful type of relationship this month as well. I do think it's a great manifestation month. I think if there's things that you've been wanting to get or to do, you should be able to start getting those. I do see some abundance coming in, some more financial security coming in. I do think your hard work is going to pay off. And I do think emotionally and financially you're going to have a decent month. It's going to be bright and cheerful for you. It's just going to, I see things going your way quite well, other than possibly that, people trying to lure you away. You might have family members or friends or other people going, come on, let's go, do this. And I feel like, the energy I'm getting is like if you're in college, let's say, and you have work, studying, and some other stuff you need to do, and your friends are like, no, put it off. You can do it later. Let's go out and do this. Let's go out and do this. And I'm just saying that might be kind of a strong energy for the month that you might have to fend off. But I think you can do so. I think you're going to know that to get what you want, you're going to need to work and do the things, that way. So I think you're going to be able to fend off that energy, but just be warned that it's, going to be there and that you're going to have to kind of be strong and go, no, I can do this. Because I do think you're going to complete some projects this month. I do think some things are going to, be finished up. You're going to work hard enough that you're going to be able to finish up some things this month and do some things. And also, like I said, emotionally, I think it's going to make you feel better, and financially, I think it's going to reward you as well. And maybe not even financially, just like, let's say you are a college student, and let's say you are working really hard on some studies or doing some other stuff. It's very possible for a lot of you guys, you just started your term recently, and you're just now kind of getting into the nitty gritty of, maybe doing your first project or, first test coming up, other things like that. And I do think the hard work will pay off because I think you'll be benefited by it, like maybe getting an A on the paper or project or other things like that. So it may not even be financial abundance coming back that way, but it will pay off for you in some way, shape, or form. So it will be something that will you'll get good benefits out of the work that you do this month. Okay? So that's kind of the energies I'm kind of feeling. Let's look at our romance oracle cards and see what we might be dealing with a little bit romantically. Like I said, I do think it's going to be a good month romantically for you. I do think you can take some time out to spend some time with a significant other if you have one of those, or maybe if you don't have a partner, it might be a good month that one might show up that is a possibility for more steady growth down the road. Okay. It is safe for you to love, it says. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So that's a really good message because, like I said here, I do think that your love relationship would be very strong. But if you don't have one, it could be a really good month to possibly have that come into your life. So if it's something, if it's something you've been wanting to manifest, like I was saying, the things that you've been wanting to manifest and wanting to come into your life, this is a good month to do that. So this is a good month for that, love of your life person to show up, and you start your relationship this month. This is a good month for that, if you don't have one. So that's something else to look forward to for the month as well. And so don't work so hard that you fail to notice this opportunity when it comes up, okay? Because that is also part of your month, even though you're going to be working hard for the month. Romance is still a good solid thing for the month, and like I said, that is part of some of the work you might be doing this month as well. So don't downplay any kind of romantic involvement or engagements that you might have. It's important to work on those as well during the month. That's all part of the work for the month. Okay, let's go ahead and go on to our charms, and then we'll look at our oracle spheres, and then we'll also do our angel numbers. All right, let's give a good shake up here. So what we got? Okay, we do have the skull and crossbones, and going along with the devil card, I do think you guys are going to have to watch out for people trying to steer you astray or keep you from getting done the things that you need to do, because that, you're going to want to work on those things. And get those done. But we do have the cake with the cherry on top. So once again, that shows the rewards you can get for doing this thing. We do have the roadster car that usually shows some sort of movement, some sort of moving along with things in your life. And I did say that I thought that you will be completing some energies and moving forward. So definitely things are going to move along this month. You're not going to be stagnating. You're definitely going to be moving along in projects, moving along with work that you need to get done, moving along in your relationships, all those things. You're going to have movement in all those areas this month. We do have the heart kitty, which I really like, because that, to me, that just shows that once again, I'm kind of seeing the distractions. I'm thinking of cats, and if you know anything about cats, you get ready to go do something, especially on a computer or other writing projects or other things in your hands, reading or whatnot, and the cat will decide that's when they want attention. And so once again, the distractions might be something for you to pay attention to this month, because there might be some good distractions, some things that might really want to pull you away from this stuff. And I just kind of want to warn you guys about that don't let the cuteness and the appeal of the distraction lead you astray too much for the month. Try not to do that if you can, because we do have a guitar energy, so I do think you guys might have some good creative energies going on this month. You might be able to come up with some really good creative ideas. You did pick pile 3, which 3 in of itself is a good creative number. So thinking about that, we do have the dragon energy here, which is a fiery, passionate energy. Um, but I also kind of see it going along with the skull and crossbones in that you got to be careful not to get burned this month. Um, and what I mean by that is what I said earlier is try not to be led astray and not get the work done that you know you need to do. Because you want to get it done so that you can get the rewards from it that are coming to you. And if you otherwise you can get burnt, basically, you can get burnt by the dragon or other things, and so you don't want that to happen. And so this is a really good warning to you to make sure when that comes about you can stop and think, oh yeah, wait a minute, I need not to be distracted by this. Because there are going to be distractions. They're going to try to pull you away from the important things this month, and so I just want you to kind of be aware of that. And go on there. We do have two initials. We have a D and a T. So those could be initials. Those could also be beginnings of words for you. They might have special meaning for you, so I'm going to let you guys deal with that. Whatever you think of when you see those letters. Let's go on to our oracle spheres. This is always fun. You get to think of a question that you want an answer to. The answers are things like yes, no, maybe, probable, very likely, those kinds of answers. So make sure that your question is phrased in such a way that that answer will fit. And then we have 4 different stands that you can pick. We have gold, green, blue, and bronze. And so you pick which stand you would like your answer to appear on, and then we'll get our answers. All right. Number 1, gold, is a maybe. Number 2, green, is a not now. Number 3, blue. Oh my. There we go. Is a not sure. Well, that's interesting. It took a long time to pick it in. It's a not sure. Usually when that happens, I figure either the question wasn't phrased very clearly, so it was hard for the universe to come up with an answer, or that something needs to play out first before an answer can be given, because it might change the outcome depending on how things go. And then the number 4, bronze, is a probable. So we got the number 1, gold, maybe. Number 2, green, not now. Number 3, blue, not sure. And number 4, bronze, is a probable. All right, let's go on to our angel numbers. Angels like to communicate with us in lots of symbolic ways, and one of those ways is through numbers. And so I like on our monthly readings to pick out angel numbers so that they can communicate some extra messages to us, or some things that they want us to pay attention to, or some energies that we might be dealing with individually during the month, that kind of thing. Also, some people will use these angel numbers as lucky numbers for the month, or if the numbers are small enough or reduced down to specific dates of the month that might be important, you might utilize them that way. There's really no right or wrong way. It's just whatever resonates with you and whatever you'd like to do. There are 5 stands. And what I like for people to do is pick a stand that they get their angel number on. But you can pick more than one stand. Like I said, you could use all 5, whatever works best for you. So we have bronze, silver, purple, green, and blue. And let's get our numbers. All right, we have number 1 is 22. Number 2, silver, is 29. Number 3, purple, is 41. Number 4, green, is 19. And number 5, blue, is 43. All right, so number 1, bronze, is 22. Number 2, silver, is 29. Number 3, purple, is 41. Number 4, green, is 19. And number 5, blue, is 43. So there's your angel numbers for the month. All right, there will be links in the description that you can go out to and find out the meanings of these numbers. There's a couple of different websites that will let you know that. So there's links in the description that you can go to find those, or you can just type angel number whatever on the internet and it'll pop up for you guys. All right, I hope you guys had some messages that came through for you guys that are going to be useful and let you know what your month's going to be like, and help you out for the month. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Share the channel with your friends and family, especially by putting a link on your social media accounts. It's the easiest, best way to do it. Also, leave us comments. We love reading your comments and hearing from you guys and finding out what's going on with y'all. And remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Also, check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot readings on lots of topics, and there's bound to be one out there that would interest you for you to read and look into. All right, guys, we do videos every week, so we look forward to seeing you again for future videos. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.